everybody, it's Mel here and welcome back once again to my channel. So today is going to be the first of this sort of mature student tip series that I've been thinking about starting for a while now, and it's going to be on basically how I organise my semester, my assignments, my life in general, and I've got a couple of different things to show you. But if you have any ideas for either student videos, education videos, or just videos in general, if you could leave a comment and let me know what kind of video you'd like for my channel, because I've never really asked before and I'd be interested to hear from you if there's anything you'd like to see. So you might think that I'm a little bit crazy when we get into it and I show you basically how I organise my life and organise my uni semester. And to be fair, it's kind of true. I know that some of the stuff is a little bit like over the top, but it's really helped me in so many ways, not only academically, but the last way that I'm going to show you has helped me lose. I'd actually talked about it in the last video. It helped me lose 22 pounds in the last video, which has now gone to 25 pounds, which is just crazy for me. So that's kind of awesome. So it goes from what I think probably is, well, I say the first one's the most important and the least crazy, but it's to do with organising your assignments. And then the last one is the one that has helped with sort of my health and my weight and my day-to-day life and all that kind of stuff as well. So the first tip that I have for you is to get yourself a calendar for assignments only. I hang this up on my door so I see it every single day whenever I'm going out of the room. But basically what I do, so I go into uni for the first week, I find out when all my assignments are due as much as possible. You know, there are some that you can't quite put in because you don't know what date you're going to be doing a seminar on, or you don't know when your exams are yet. Like me, I haven't even got my May. I've got like 4 exams this year, I think, and they're going to be in May and June, and wait until you see freaking May already. It's going to be insane. What I do then is after that first week, I get my calendar. It's normally like a kid's one because they tend to be the school year. So I go and get myself a kid's calendar and I put my assignments in here in red pen. So I'm going to flick till May because that's the one that's the craziest for me and you can kind of see what it looks like. But I put the module, I put how many words the assignment is, or if it's a seminar, how long it's going to be, and I put the percentage that it's worth of the module. So I kind of put all that here, and I'll do a little close-up of one so you can see it properly. But yeah, so what you can see from this is, right, I've got stuff happening every single week of May. It's looking pretty intense. But once you've filled out a calendar like this, if you flick back to April, you can see that the only thing I have written in is my Easter break for 3 weeks. So I think I'm actually going to have one seminar to do during this, but I haven't found the date of that. So what you can do then is go, okay, I've got all this stuff due in May, and start filtering the stuff that you've due in May into April and finishing it in April instead, so that I'm not going to be super stressed out at everything that's happening in May, which, as I've said, is going to include exams as well. So once you put all these assignments into a calendar like this, it really gives you a real visual of what you have to do, what work you need to do, and what you need to prioritize. So that's why I definitely consider this one of the most important things to do whenever you start back. Now, the second thing is something that I would hold it up if I could, but I can't because it's actually on my phone. This is more of an on-the-go way to keep organised, and I use an app which I think it's called Calendars 5. I should have checked that before I started filming this, but like I say, I film on my phone, so it's in there. I'll leave a link in the description box below to it. I think you can get it on all smartphones and Androids and all that stuff, but it's called Calendars 5. I put everything in here. I put when assignments are due. What I'll do is put a little red exclamation mark beside those. I put dentist appointments, I put doctor's appointments, I put my timetable, I put when I'm meeting friends, I put everything, like if I'm going to my wee book club, that'll be in there. And that just really helps when it comes to you're out and about and someone will go, Mel, can you be here for this time? And you can just check it there and then, put it in, and just everything is there. And I always have my phone on me, so I know I'll be able to go in and check that. So that is another important one, and one that I just find really useful. The third one is one that's a little bit more extreme, but yeah, it's just been amazing since I've implemented this into my life. Now, I keep this diary beside my bed. It's a daily journal. This one's from Urban Outfitters. It was totally empty. Like, I'll show you some that's not filled in at the very back. It's totally empty. So at the start of a semester, I'll go in, I'll fill all my dates in, I'll go through, we have a system through our university where you can check when your timetable is, what days you're off and all that kind of thing. So I went in and put my timetable in. As you can see in this, I write all those in pencil. I tend to write in pencil all the time. In uni, when I'm making notes, I write in pencil. And I've made the joke at least like 3 times now where I say I write in pencil, it's because I have commitment issues, and no one ever laughs. It's really, really disappointing. But anyway, apparently I don't have commitment issues when it comes to social events and assignments, because I have a colour code system in this diary. Assignments in my calendar actually are in red pen. They're still in red pen in this diary. I put them in the wee box, and I put social events and fun things in green. I timetable those as well. So everything's timetabled, and as you can see, there's like little to-do lists and things like that. So what I'll do is every night I will sit down and I'll write down what I need to do the next day. And as you can see, all my timetables are in there, my work timetable and everything. So what I do whenever I have all that information is, this is what's helped me actually lose the weight, is I timetable the gym into this now. And that's something that I've only started to do since the end of semester, whenever I started back. So I make sure that I go to the gym 5 days a week for an hour religiously. And it's pretty much been that way. I've missed a couple of times, but essentially I just do that religiously now, and that's what's really, really helped my health and things like that. So that's something that I recommend that you do, because I just think that it's good mentally for you while you're at university to go have that hour break where you don't have to deal with assignments and uni and stress, and you can just go bust it out on the cross trainer or something like that for an hour. But then what I like to do is every night I like to fill out my to-do list for the next day, because what I like to do in the mornings is, before I go to the gym, because that's typically when I'll go, I wake myself up half an hour before that. I drink about a litre of water while I just sit in bed. I am like Hopper from Stranger Things. Mornings for me are for like coffee and contemplation. I need some time, at least half an hour, to just sit with my thoughts, figure out what I'm doing, and relax a little bit before the day begins. So I always make sure I give myself enough time to do that. So what I'll do is go through my list, I'll chill out, watch some YouTube videos. That's like, I actually don't watch a whole lot of YouTube for someone who makes YouTube videos. That tends to be the time I do it, is whenever I'm in bed in the mornings or in the evenings. And yeah, so I think it's important to just give yourself that time to start the day. And that's something that I do pretty much every day, is just lay in bed for like half an hour and think about life. So yeah, and then you can start your day, go to the gym, get things going and work on your timetable. So these are just some things that I've implemented into my life that have honestly really, really helped me academically, and obviously in other ways, as you've heard. Whenever I started back in education at college, whenever I was 22 there, I didn't have anything like this. I think I had a daily journal and that was it. So little by little, these things have sort of added up, and I'm now in my final semester 4 years later. So even though I'm starting this series now in my final semester, I guess it's kind of a good thing, because we have those 4 years that I can reflect on, and the things that I've built upon and have got better at over the years. So other things to think about, apart from being regimented and scheduled like this, are to make sure that you allow yourself time off during uni. That's one thing that took me the longest time probably to figure out, but now I pretty much cut myself off from doing uni stuff around 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and I don't even think about it. I use that time to relax and wind down before I go to bed. And I don't know, face mask, cup of tea, whatever it is that you fancy. And every sort of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe even more often if I need it, I give myself time to recharge. Now for me personally, I need to get away from people. I go take myself off to the middle of nowhere. I joke and call it dating myself, because I just need that time away from everyone I know. It's no offense to them, I love everyone in my life, but I just need time away, and I go and sit and I read and I go out in the nature or something like that. But you do you, whatever it is that you enjoy and that gives you that time to recharge is important. The other one for me is drinking gin, which obviously you'll have seen from my calendar. So make sure you just give yourself time to enjoy yourself. I do that every so often. And yeah, hopefully these are things that helped you. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next upload. Bye!